Imagine someone goes to Togo or to Benin or to Kenya, and the person goes to your website and searches for services and books the service, and then they love the service. Can you do like a journey like that?
The customer would look like this. Traveling from Europe, United States, wherever, going to Africa, he already downloaded Blind app. So whilst living in Europe, knowing he has his journey ahead, he used Blind to already book a driver for this long of his length of his vacation.
Welcome to Empowering Africa. Today we have three special guests, three brothers, that have started a great project to bring people from the diaspora to Africa, to connect the future African entrepreneurs with Africa, So the name of the company is the name of the company is Beeline Services. Okay, and I'm really grateful to have these three young guys here with me today to share their journey and what they want to do for Africa. Okay, welcome guys. How are you doing today?
Fine, brother.
We are all fine. And
Thanks.
really, we want to thank you for this opportunity to really share with our people what we are implementing. So thanks a lot for inviting us to this interview.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. So whenever I start the interview, I allow, I give some space to my guests to introduce themselves. So I would like you just to say your name and also anything you want to say about you, just for people to know you, just like 10 seconds or something.
Yeah, so my name is Lucian. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Germany, Munich. My parents are from Togo, West Africa. So it's kind of funny because my mother or my grandmother, let's say, was always behind us to speak the local language. So I speak Ewe, and that's really fantastic. At the beginning, it was quite hard for me to understand why I live in Germany and I need to speak an African language. But today, I want to thank my grandmom, because every time I'm back in Africa, it's easier for me to talk to the people there, or to my people, I would say like that. And I just love the African country, the African spirit, African music, and African food. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lucian. Now we're going to Renu.
So yeah, like you said, my name is Renaud Martins. I'm 27 and I come from Benin because I was born and raised there. And currently I'm based in Munich, where I'm doing my PhD research in plant biology and agriculture. And yeah, a few months ago, we start this project we call Beeline, and I'm the chief marketing officer and co-founder. So it's really a pleasure to work with in this project for Africa and the world also.
Cool. Thank you very much, Renu. And Abdul?
Yes, my name is Abdul, 24 years old, born and raised in Kenya, East Africa, and moved to Germany when I was about 13 years old with my family. To my person, I'm currently working as an apprentice, as an system engineering planner, mostly for electrical section. Yes, my empowerment or my movement is just to connect Africa and give empowering to the people, so people that can move within their surroundings and even change their circumstances within their surrounding. Also, to add an addition, I love Africa. I always loved Africa. The fact that I was raised in Africa by my grandma, always been taught to, yes.
Yeah, thank
to
you.
never forget the roots.
Yes,
never forget
yes.
the roots and
Thank you
empower your people.
Thank you very much, guys. And also, I share the same love like you. I was born in Africa, in Cape Verde Islands, but I grew up in Guinea-Bissau. I'm mixed myself.
Yeah.
So when I went to Portugal, my name is Nuno as well for people watching. And yeah, so when I was growing up in Portugal, you know, like when I moved to Portugal, I didn't speak Portuguese. So like all my life in Portugal, like I felt something was missing. And because in Africa, I was super happy. I had a lot of family, friends, and stuff. When I moved to Portugal, you know, that belonging, that community, it wasn't there, you know. So all my life, I was like, I was never connected to Europe. Even though today I'm grateful, you know, to grow up in Europe, but I always think about, you know, Africa, you know, like, and what can I do for Africa? So we share the same love, guys. Okay, so today it's about you, it's about your journey. So, and I'm really grateful for your time. You know, like what I like to do, I like to ask people why they start things. And now, so we're gonna talk a lot about why did you start this project and also your journey so far. Okay, guys. So, what made you start this project?
Maybe I can go first. Or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you go first.
So from my side, I think we have several reasons to start this project, which is really important for us. And for the beginning, I would say because first of all, Africa, this continent, our beloved continent, is suffering of lack of infrastructure. But I would say these late years or these recent years, something are really changing, which is the development of internet. You know, and Africa has recorded one of the biggest internet penetration in the world. And we start this project because we want to take advantage of this penetration of internet and make life change or make life easier for people. So one of the reasons is we want really to build a community of entrepreneurs in Africa. And with Beeline, this platform we are going to release, this will really help people to work together and to find also a good services. The second reason I would mention today is that we also have a lot of diaspora people moving in Africa, and those people, when they move there, they don't have good services. And as or based on the experience they have here in Europe, the standard they have is more higher. So they need the good services because most of those people are implementing a project in Africa in all fields. It could be a construction, it could be anywhere. So they need the good services, and the role of Beeline is to provide these good services. So I will just let my friend continue.
Okay, and what type of, so like you mean like what type of services in specific that you are providing? Like, or you want to provide digital services? What type of professionals do you want to attract to your like platform? You know.
So to adjust to what Renaud said, I think like Beeline is just a platform for individuals, each and everyone providing any services. Like, for example, it can start from electricians going over to just a babysitter or a dog walker, whatever service you provide, you can list it on the platform, and it makes it easier for users to just find you in the area. For example, if I live in Accra and now you're looking for a electrician in Accra, and then the app will show you all the electricians in your area with their reviews, the work they have done, work experience, and now it's up to you to book an individual coming and working for you. So Beeline is more, it stands more for the bigger picture we have in Africa, because we have types of services provided, like small services going to big services, and we just want to help people. It's more like a guidance for people, like because that's also the sound of blind, because it sounds as if you are blind in that moment, and the app is coming to rescue you.
Okay.
So someone also will just, oh, okay, at the moment I need a plumber, I need just a babysitter, I need a cook, whatever. And yeah, this app is just the solution, or this platform is the solution to it. And regarding your question.
And before we go into what
Yes.
you do here, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Abdul, you want to say
I
something?
would like to add something. Yes, and also to add in addition what Renaud mentioned, which is really, really important, the significant growing of e-commerce, which is constantly growing within time in the next future, also in the next 5 years, shows us how important it is to adjust with that movement or that growing. So it's just us also giving us the people a possibility to reach a wider range of the customers, and also using the e-commerce movement to empower them how they can reach the other section of customers, and even change this mentality of, or this movement of e-commerce. So within time, you will be able to see that African and also the world will change in a significant way, which is good actually. And therefore, with our platform, we want them to also empower the movement and also go with the flow, so that people can also reach the wider range of customers. And even like in Europe, it's these kind of platforms are even implemented within time to time. So you'll have platform services where you can search for the best restaurant within your surrounding and any other sections. So in Africa, this is us giving them a platform to grow, and even to have the opportunity to reach the customers within the surrounding. And yes.
Sorry.
No problem.
I wanted to, before we go into what you do here, I wanted you to share this journey of, you had an idea, and how did you implement the idea?
Yeah.
You know, like I know you have the website, and soon you're gonna have the app on Google Store. So how was it, the journey of having the idea in your mind, in your heart, and make it real?
Okay. I'll just start, guys.
Yeah.
So I think at a time when I traveled back from Africa, from Togo, I just sat down and asked myself, also during the crisis of the refugees, mostly here in Germany, I sat down and asked myself, okay, what's the difference between me and those guys? So when I really realized that there is no difference, that I kind of had luck that my parents decided to come here to Europe, or especially to Germany, and that I had this opportunity to grow up here. That was the moment I realized that, wow, you only got luck, because there are a lot of people, and it hurts me seeing people trying to come over to Europe and dying just in the ocean, without not having even this security to come over here. And then the life they get here, I was thinking that there are a lot of people that are qualified. Like, you will see people having their PhDs, but just because of not finding the right job back home, they decide to come over. And that was something I realized, and I told myself, like, wow, you aren't better than these people, you just had luck. So I kind of made it my responsibility to also give back to the people. So that's when the journey started. And I was thinking of, okay, how can I give back and everyone can participate or have a bit of it? So what can you do? And then I started to look around what's really missing. And that's how I found it, that I could help my mother, those people living in the diaspora, and also those people back home, because it's like two hands work together and both washes the face. So they this diaspora people, they needed help from the Africans back home, and the Africans back home needed people from the diaspora. So you got to find something to just reunite those both parts so they can work together and everyone can grow from it. So I know a lot of people in the diaspora like to build houses back home. So they are providing jobs for the people back home. So that's how we started. And yeah, it was first an idea that came 2019 on the 4th December. That was when I talked to Abdul first. And then it was just swinging around and we were like, yeah, we're going to do it, but we never really had the courage. And then in August 2020, I just sat down in a beer garden with Renaud, and that was funny. We were drinking a beer and then we started to talk about business, the way he came also here to do his PhD. And I think 3 weeks later, we said, okay, why not? Let's just start it. Let's do it together. Let's just, let's try it. Let's give it a try. And with that, let's give it a try, we are now here. And yeah, that's more likely how it began. From
okay, and after that, like, you know, because a lot of people have ideas, but there's a big difference between you thinking something and then implementing the ideas, like starting the website, building an app. You guys are building an app, you know? So build the website yourselves.
Yeah, this Abdul can talk about it more.
Yes, yes, the journey has been quite, significant because in this field, it's quite new for us. I've never done a website before. This is pretty new. So I had to learn within the journey, within the time, and the challenges which we had with the website. So mainly with the website, I was mainly creating the website and at the same time learning how to create a website. And it quite took some time and the effort, but I finally did it. And I won't say I'm proud, but I'm kind of hyped that I did it, because to see how the ability of a human being from not knowing how to do it and decide to do it and then do it and then having it. So the process within the journey is quite impressive for me. So
it looks nice, man. I love the website.
Thank you.
The colors, the logo. Yeah.
Yes, there's a reason for those colors at the end of the day. There's all the app, also the website, the ideas, how it's designed, and all the icons and everything. There's huge ideas why we decided to implement it, that colors. So like the gold should represent the African royalty, which has been always in Africa within within our history. So the fundament of us being the royalty and having this kingdom of Africa has to also was the main idea of the website. So people can see, oh, we are something special. We are the royalty, which is not even done yet. And it has to be pushed more forward and to show the people how important this is, and for them also, and also for Africa.
Okay.
This was the journey of the website.
Okay.
And I would also add something. So I think from the idea to implement the project, we can all agree that there is a whole world between, but I think we really believe on what we are doing. Like after we met first about the project and we decide, okay, let's just do it. First, we just start with creating a Facebook page. We just started doing like implementing small things and making research about the competition and so on and so on. And I think also one of our power today is like we are three young guys, and we come from different parts of Africa.
Yeah.
And our force is together, we are also giving a huge message, like we can do something really good together, you know. And that's really important because we also want to to give a good message or to share something good with our people in Africa. Like together, we can make great things, great thing, great thing. And I don't know if you hear about this new social media, Clubhouse. What's going on there is just crazy. And every day when we connect, we can see that people are just implementing new projects in Africa every day, every day, every day. New projects are born every day, every day. And we also want to join this movement and make our contribution.
Yes. So like now I want you guys to bring some value to people, yeah, because not everyone builds an app, yeah. So how are you guys building this app?
So first, to give value, I think it's important, if you really believe in something, you write it down, you talk to the people that motivate you, the people that see the vision, and you need to be attached to what you're doing. Like, you need to watch the bigger picture. It's not all about the money, it's about the value you give. So you have to ask yourself, why am I willing to do it? And your why needs to be so strong that you really try to put in that work. Since none of us is really a developer, we try to really, that's something that I always, and that's always underrated, you need to network. If you want to do something, you need to network. You don't know who your neighbor is, who your friend's cousin is. Like, you need to talk to the people. And we are very conservative. Like, we always think someone's going to steal my idea. But, you know, if you don't try to work together, you cannot go far. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go as a team.
Yes.
And that's how it works. And that's something that I digged into my head. And then I started really to talk to people about my idea. They gave me good feedback. And from that feedback, I got new contacts. Like, we have a developer as a friend helping us when we have some issues with the website, when we have questions regarding the developing. And since I started talking to people, people reached out to me. Like, I've learned a lot. I've searched on Fiverr, I search everything, and I share it with my co-founders, and we all agree to certain things. Like, everyone brings his opinion, and then we go far. So from Fiverr, we found a developing team in India, helping us with the development. But our goal is really to work with African developers. We have talked to many. I have talked to one from Togo, being a developer, but he told me that at his stage, it is too much for him to do. He can help me as a backup. We also have a friend of Renault living in France, studying he's an informatician.
Informatician,
yeah. And those are people like that are more or less our backup team. When we have questions, we ask them. Yeah, that's what I wanted to add to our app. But mostly the things that are being implemented on the app is our ideas. Like, it's just that we are not good at coding, so every one of us tries to implement the little knowledge they have to go further. Like, I understand coding a bit, but it's not that I can program a whole app. So we were like, yeah, okay, we need this in the app that has to be implemented. And those guys were just helping us to really add it to make it a whole product.
And at this time, I want to thank our friend from India. Huge thank you to you guys for the contribution. And this has been a journey. And yes, since now it's a good journey, to be honest. Huge thanks to those people. Yes.
But it's good, the global connection, you know. So like me, I am like I want to help Africa, but also it's good to connect the world. It's not just, you know, because the world, Africa needs the world as well, and the world needs Africa, you know.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's the thing, you know, like, and I wanted to say something, you know, like, I just learned something from you now. Like, if you want something done and you don't have the skills, outsource it, you know.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
But make sure whatever work they're doing, it's your vision, you know. It's something you want. You know, it's like you want a house and you ask someone to design it and to build it, but
Yeah,
build it in your own way. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So thank you very much for sharing it. And when do you think the app is going to be ready?
Very soon.
Very, very
I
soon.
think we already have the founders have it on their phone already. We are still testing it for you guys, but we think like um, a March, April, we are done. Of course, we know there are a lot of adjustments that we will need to do in the end. So we want to bring it out quick for our people to test and really get feedback, because I think you can only learn something if something's not working right. So if everything's working right, you cannot learn from it. So that's, I think also that's why my co-founders sometimes get a little bit mad at me, because I'm always pushing, okay, no, let's try it. Let's just jump into cold water and see what's coming out of it so we can learn for our next steps. And I really think that it is important to uh, connect with people, really. And that was something that I need to also thank you for the interview, because it's really important that people reach out to you and you also open up yourself to them, because we also know the internet is full of scams and a lot of people not wishing you well. But it is always a mindset. Like if you attract and you think, no, I'm doing the right thing, the right people will come into your life. Like you will attract them and it will make things easier. Like the first time I spoke to them, it was just like, hey, yeah, I'm on it. Let's just try it. And
Yeah.
that was the same thing talking to the developer, same thing talking to our web designers, same thing talking to the people, because um, everyone has a different vision and everyone has its own area where they are good at. Like I'm not, I cannot do interviews, but you are good at interviews, you know? So everyone has his field and he's good at it. And that's what you should use and give value to. Like, yeah, just talk to the people and the right ones will really, and they will be willing to help you to go for further. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And also, as you mentioned, that if you want to go far, you have to connect with people. And if you want to go fast,
You go
you can
as a
do it
team.
in the, yes. And
And I
yes.
think also the good example of the good proof of that was I just talked to one of friend of mine, which was one of my ancient classmates, and he helped us to draw the logo, to design the logo, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our logo is designed in Benin by one of my old classmates. So if you are open to people, you can just get good thing and good value from them, and they will
Yeah,
just implement your idea or what you are not good at. So yeah. So
definitely.
Yeah,
thanks
you know
a lot.
something you said before, listen. You see, if you're passionate about something and you keep talking about it, you'll attract people to help you.
Yeah.
You know?
You speak it into existence, you know?
Yes, yes, yes.
And
And and
I
people will
know,
come. Sometimes you scroll on Instagram, sometimes Facebook, or even in the streets. You meet someone
yeah.
that knows someone that they'll help
Randomly.
you. You know?
And what's even more funny is that at the beginning we were like, okay, everyone of us like, how do you start a business when you don't have money? Like, I'm a student, I'm working, okay, but he's an apprentice. Renault is doing his PhD, and you have like. But then I told him, guys, you know what? No, it shouldn't be the money that will drag us down. Like, I always force them to think, let's use our brain to think differently, not to just stuck on one problem. Okay, we don't have money yet. How are we going to do it? We were like, okay, how can we do it? And if you try to ask yourself or tell yourself the same question, how can I? Your brain will start thinking the whole time, like 24/7, even when you're sleeping. And then you wake up and then you have another idea. And that's how we were always pushing on our WhatsApp group. Oh, guys, I have a new idea. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. And yeah, we had struggles really, first of all, with the payment. But I think after that, now we are like, yeah, okay, we did our payment, we are finished, we paid the whole app, and now it's ours, and we can look up to it and say, okay, wow, we really had the idea, we really did it, and now
it's done.
you have a product.
Yeah.
And that's the power of also consistency, I think, believing in what you do and really putting that effort and that time in it. And yeah, also respecting the people you're working with. Like everyone brings an idea, you respect it, you value it, you think over it, and then you create something from it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for sharing that. So now I'm going to ask you a different question. Yeah, this is about your customer or your client, that person who's going to pay money for your services. Yeah. Who is your happy client, or who is your happy customer? You know, like
Would someone like to explain?
I'll give you. Do you want me to give an example, or you guys are okay to answer the question?
Well, with the happy customer, I think for us it's more we are more in the middle of the customer and the businesses. So within us to connect those two sections with together, we see us ourselves as a perfect customer or happy customer is when somebody has got the service he needed and he's satisfied at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, also the business is also our customer when he has a good platform where he can reach his users and then his business is growing within time and time. And so for us, the good services has to be done for the customers who are using the app and the services. And on the other hand, the business, the providers has to also grow within time and have this the perfect implement in their businesses.
Yeah.
So
okay,
within the app, no problem. Within the app, users will have the ability to rate those providers, the services, the painters, the tailors, and everything else. So they can rate how good it was with stars and every comment and other sections. And so, which is good for other customers who will also book the services, and also good for the businesses or the providers, so they can see how they improve within time or within the app and within the services and the quality of the businesses. So that's mainly how we see the happy customers.
So like imagine it's 6 months from now and your app is running, everything is running, and your customer, like describe the journey of your customer until you can say that is a happy customer. Imagine like you search on Google for a restaurant, maybe in London, you book, you go to the restaurant, you eat, and then you're a happy customer for that restaurant. Imagine someone goes to Togo or to Benin or to Kenya, and the person goes to your website and searches for services and books the service, and then they love the service. Can you do like a journey like that? Like, so it's like the journey of your product, of your services. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Renaud, would you like, or should I?
No, I didn't really get the point or like the question.
Okay. Should I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So our happy customer would look like this. Traveling from Europe, United States, wherever, going to Africa, he already downloaded Blind app. So whilst living in Europe, knowing he has his journey ahead, he used Blind to already book a driver for the length of his vacation. So arriving at the airport, his driver is already there, picking him up and bringing him to his destination. Whilst living there, he feels like, okay, I need someone to cook for me because I don't want to cook during my vacation. He used the same app to book a cook, and he can do it all from his comfort of his home. So he is already planning his vacation ahead whilst not even being there. So he already contacted his cook. He saw, oh, this cook is a 5-star cook, has the best reviews. I'm going to book him from the period of my time staying in Ghana, Togo, wherever. When he's there now, he uses those services. Later, a friend comes over complaining about not his electricity at home is not working. Our customer, he just advises him, hey, you know what? Just make your life easier, download Beeline and just search for an electrician in your area. Look at the reviews, his work, experience, the price, and then you book him. Afterwards, you just give him a review and your job is done. So he tries to use Beeline in every situation he's in as a guide. Later, after his stay or visit or his vacation, he just rates the service. Like, my cook was very good, the food was delicious, I would just recommend this. My driver was really kind, he showed me a lot of places, I really felt safe in his hands. I would really recommend to do it again. Now, for us as a business, the main client who's going to be happy is going to be the service provider. He's going to try to build up his businesses even more. As a cook now, he will say, I only want 5-star reviews. So I'm going to get new meals. I'm going to really step up my game. So more clients are going to book me, because he would just look at his payment. Oh, I've invested this in using the Blind Service app, but my value that I am gaining from this app is even more. So I think if you are here and you get a good cook and your friend tells you, oh my God, I had a really horrible cook, I don't want to cook, you just recommend him, download the app, search for this cook, and just book him.
Yeah, great time.
And then,
and many other services.
I love it.
Yeah, and that's on, you see that you can use it in any type of services, like how I explained with the electrician. You can go over to a mechanic. You can really make people feel, comfortable. And what Beeline really stands for is to trust, because we know that we have trust issues in Africa a lot. So we really want the people to gain trust in whatever they book, in the service, in our application, in our website. We want them to trust us that we will make sure they get the best services, and for the service providers, that they get good clients that are willing to pay the price they can afford. Yeah, they want. So
that's it. And I think also that on Beeline, there will be the same people offering, different people offering the same services. So in my side, I think totally like Beeline will create such of micro competition between people who are working or who are offering the same services. And when there is a competition somewhere, people are more efficient, people are more productive, people will give the best of what they can, and that will give good experience to the client. So, and we think also that this will help people to really achieve the goal, to increase their income, and in the same side, give good services to our customer.
Yes,
And
thank you.
also for the users out there, how easy is it to have an app which can help you within your vacation? Or for that example which Lucien mentioned, how easy is it for you in your vacation to have everything you need within your surrounding, within one app where you can book everything what you want within time, the best, without effort? So the mainly problem which people had in this diaspora, or people in Africa also, is to find the best, or one of like the best tailor in your surrounding. It was a hard situation to find the best tailor or something else. So with the Beeline services app, you will have a variety of services in one platform, and you can book it with and negotiate the prices with the service provider. And on the other hand, the service provider will grow and grow. As Redon mentioned, the competition will the positive competition, which will be a movement within the economy, and the people, and the circumstances will change also for Africa, to be honest.
Yes.
And I think,
you know, like usually whenever you start something new, they say like it's important to focus on one market or one country or one city. Are you guys planning to launch the platform in Africa or in Europe or in America? Are you guys planning to start?
Yeah, of course. Our starting point would be Ghana. Like we choose Ghana to really implement our project because we think Ghana is kind of really developed now, and the mentality of people there are really evolved nowadays. So it could be a good starting point for businesses to really see how it will work and how it will help people. And our idea is to start in the 3 biggest cities in Ghana, such as Accra, Kumasi, and Tema.
Okay.
And then I think afterward, we will scale all over Ghana and also across Africa, targeting all of countries, South Africa, Ivory Coast, in Togo, in Benin, in Kenya, everywhere in Africa.
Then you'll be expanding. So let me ask you something. What's the difference between your platform and Upwork? You know Upwork, yeah? Yeah, what's the difference between the two?
I think the difference is that we specifically at the beginning start to focus on people from the diaspora. So Upwork is more focusing on just providing service around you, but we are targeting people from the diaspora. And since we've noticed that now with all what's going on, people are likely to move to Africa, and many chose destination Ghana, Accra, since of the living standards. So we said, okay, why not just target those people? Since we've made, or I myself, I've noticed it from my mother that she had this same problems. Why not target these people first? Because if those people are satisfied, you can then scale it and make it bigger. Because I think if people from the diaspora, they would just tell their friends from the diaspora to download this app, until it gets that big that even the local people would try to join. So we know what the people from the diaspora are lacking. So that's why we've started to really focus on those people. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Because I know like Upwork, like in Europe and in the world, they are big.
Yeah. So
when I visited, like when I checked your website, I connected with Upwork, but with Africa, you know, like, So guys, you know, like it's been almost 1 hour. So like now I want to know your vision for this year, you know, like personal or even business. What's the plans do you have for the rest of the year? 2 months. What are you guys visioning, accomplishing, or doing? You know, sometimes you don't have control over the results, but you have control over launching the app and now promoting the app. You have control over it. But so what's the visions, or what? Imagine if it was like 6 months from now, what would you like to happen for your project or platform?
Abdul can.
So, yes, I think the major steps now is us trying to. It's in the process now. We're testing the app and seeing how it works within time. And in the next 6 months, I'll see ourselves launching the app and more promoting the app and the people to get getting more used to the people, so people can use it, download the app, and even try to use it and implement it. And within time, also encourage more service providers to log in and implement themselves in those platforms. So yes, basically launching and promoting the app and the idea and gaining the trust, as Hussein mentioned, gaining more the trust to show that people it's possible. So it's possible that this can happen, and you just have to trust and go with the movement. Just these are the next steps from my eyes for Beeline.
Yeah, I would yeah, yeah, right, right. And I would just add, like, yeah, we also want to move back to Africa because it is really important. We
Yeah,
are
definitely.
implementing the project there, so it's really important to us to also be close to people and talk to them and defend our project, like explain what we are really doing, because I think it will have also a good impact. So it's really important, and we all really planning to move in Africa in few weeks or in next months. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and for me to add, definitely in the next 6 months, I think we are going to hire people also to work with Beeline, mostly also and starting in Ghana. We really want to hire developers to work with us, but also to understand the market. Like, it's always easier to work with people who understand the market instead of trying to get people from the outside to work for you. So I think also, like Renaud said, in the next months, we are going to travel to Africa. We are going to try to really get closer to the people, but also here, we hope this COVID situation is going to get a little better so we can connect with our Africans from the diaspora. And yeah, so test the app, see what can be improved, and try and gain as much subscribers as possible and network.
Cool. Thank you very much. So if someone who's watching this later wants to get in touch with you guys, where can they find you online?
As I'm the marketing officer, I would say definitely we are now present on Facebook. We have also Instagram. So if you go on Facebook in the research bar and you type Beeline, I think our page is there. We have now over 200 followers, but we start like few weeks ago. So yeah, it's going fine. We also have Instagram, Beeline Point Services. Maybe we put it in the description of the video when you will put it on
YouTube.
Facebook, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also write us an email at
Email.
info@blindservices.org. So any requests, any partnerships, any whatever, just send us an inbox. We're soon going to be on Clubhouse also. And yeah, if you go to our IG page, you can see each and everyone's private IG. Feel free to contact us. And we also have a WhatsApp number for Blind. So yeah, just try and keep in touch with us.
We're basically everywhere.
Yeah. We are really
basically everywhere.
We are really open to inputs, whatever. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. You know, I learned a lot from you guys, and I love the vision. You know, you guys have a powerful vision. And even though there's challenges, you have something you know you want to implement. So from me, like what I want to say is just, you know, keep working towards that vision and keep sharing the vision. Like what you did today, you know, see people who have like bigger followers, and you go there and share the same vision, because you touch them. Because what are you doing? I don't know if there's people doing it in Africa. There's people traveling and showing Africa, but not like talking the way you are, not with that vision, you know, of catering for someone who's coming from like Portugal, France, or UK or Germany, you know, because you guys want them when they go to Africa to have a great time. You want them to come back. That's what I
definitely.
See. Yeah.
Or to stay.
Yeah, and
this is also.
Sorry. You keep.
But this is just for me to say, this is also a possibility within the future of Africa. So young people will be more encouraged within our platform. If people are willing to learn in the marketing or in the structure of businesses, technology, and everything, we are willing and are ready to help those people. And also, we are ready to work with the government in Africa. So government Africa, if you listen to this, we are ready to work with you guys to help people grow and also Africa to grow. And this is also one of our missions, so for people to learn certain skills. Like there are some jobs in Africa which are quite missing, or even the skills are missing, how to do it, and the technology is improving within the time. So we will try our best to encourage and improve those technology and give them more information for people who want to learn within the businesses and in Africa also.
Yeah.
And we will definitely get back at you with you trying to import in the US. So we will keep in touch, because that's a great vision as well. And I think there's always opportunity to work together.
Yeah. So, like Clubhouse, when you guys, send me a link whenever you guys doing anything there. I'll come just to listen. I'll come.
Definitely.
Of course.
Definitely. You were the first.
Yeah. So my brothers, I wanna, like before I finish my interviews, I always give some time to people to share what's in their heart. You can talk about anything you want. It doesn't mean it's just business. I'll start, then each one of you share anything whatever you want to share. Okay. So today I just want to talk about, like this week I was learning Facebook ads. Yeah. And the guy was saying about, like to know where people are, when people are promoting to you, not everyone sees the post the same way. So that's what I've been checking during this week. Whenever I'm scrolling any post on Instagram, on Facebook, I'm talking about ads, I try to think about, like, who is this advertiser talking to? Is he talking to a business owner? Is he talking to someone who wants to invest money? Because during the training, they're talking about the 5 marketing awareness, something like that,
Yeah.
And now what I'm doing these days, I'm just going on my personal Facebook, and I'm checking 2 things, the first sentence on the ad and the headline, and then I'll try to see, like when you check the ad, sometimes they talk to everyone, but if you start noticing, sometimes they'll talk, like if you want to learn Facebook ads, some people will talk to some people will talk to life coaches, other people will talk to business owners, other people will say, like, you try to run Facebook ads but it didn't work for you, come and learn from me. I try to see what they're saying and who they're talking to. So this is my message today. Like even you guys, when you check in, whenever you seen like people from Africa or even in Germany, see who they're talking to, why they're showing these ads to you. Like if you are soon you're gonna be like professionals. Probably a lot of top companies, they try to target you on the ads. Check the first line, check why are they showing the ads to you, Anyway, that's my message today. Usually I talk about motivation and stuff, but this is what I've been doing during the week. So I think it was a way also to bring you some value, So feel free to share about anything, life, business, so.
You want to start, Luciano?
Okay, so let me start. What I want to share today is just that when you have a dream or a vision, no matter how small, how big, you just need to take yourself first accountable for everything you do. And if you really want to reach something, it's all about your habits. Like that's something I learned through this journey. It's about my habits, what I do daily. It's going to bring me where I want to be tomorrow. So most of us are a product of what we were thinking 2 or 3 years ago. So that makes me proud to sit here today giving an interview about a vision I had and I shared with friends that joined. And it's just about your habits, like try, if you really want to do something to motivate yourself or to better yourself, just try and break it down. If it's reading, read daily. If it's just a page, then try to repeat it, because that's what makes consistency. Try to repeat the things you do daily until they become a habit. And after a while, you even forget that you forced yourself into it, because now it became a part of you. And that's something I've learned, and I always try to teach myself that every day, since I want to be a business owner, I have to at least take half an hour to invest in business. It could be reading an article, it could be reading a book for self-employment, self-development, just something. Later on, it becomes a part of you and you forget that you're actually working. Like that's, yeah, a routine. If you create a routine for yourself, you're definitely going to be successful. Not only business-wise, but for you as a person, and you will give value onto other people. I've noticed it, even if it's just one person, you will get a joy in your heart that it's irreplaceable. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
That's nice. To my side, it was quite funny, but at the end of the day, it was also a good message to me. On my way to this interview, I was in the bus, using the train, everything. I was listening to a song of Bob Marley, one of his album, Africa Unite. When the song of Africa Unite, he had this one verse when he was saying how good and a blessing it will be before God and man to see the unification of African. And when he was finished, these guys called me, like my brothers called me at the same moment. And I was like, okay, hold on. I didn't get it till when we talked about the interview and about the next structures we're going to do. And then we hang up. And I was like, this is like something came up in my mind. Like I was triggered to that message, how good and a blessing it would be before God and man to see Africa united. And right now, what I'm doing and my action I'm doing right now is I'm going and working for the unity of Africa. What I'm doing will have a beneficial, would have a impact, a significant impact of the African and its future. And what else? Also, like as Lucien mentioned, within time, every human being, we talked about this the last few days, every human being, I do believe that everyone has a mission in this earth. It's a matter of time where you will have to know what your mission is. But there is a mission. You have a mission, you have a job to do, and you have something to contribute in this world. Whether it's serving, and everything else, but everyone has a mission. So seeing my mission was to where I grew up. I saw the condition, how people are living in Africa, and I took it as a mission for myself, that somehow to change it, or even just start the fire to change it. I can't change it by my own, I know that, but I can start the fire, and the people will somehow, one or two people will catch the fire as well, and will change it within time. So that's something which I had to say today.
Yeah.
And from my side, I would really talk about vision, because I think one of the important topic today was a vision today, this meeting. And yeah, I think the vision I have personally is when I want something, I really work hard for that. And really work hard for that for me means also that just open to people and be with people who have the same vision like you, because this will help you a lot. And everything I have implemented in my life, I would say because I was with good people at the good time. And currently I'm like reading this book. I don't know if you can say it, but Outlier. And it's talking about how to be successful. I haven't finished yet, but I learned a lot about how to be successful. And this will be really, it is a really nice book. So I would definitely recommend to people to read it because they will learn a lot. And when you also want to be successful, you need to form yourself. You need to train. You need to invest in information and learn about what you are doing or what you want to do, like you said before. And yeah, so that is
it starts with you.
What I have to share today with people.
Thank you very much, guys. You know, you guys share some deep stuff, and we also in the same journey, you know, like working in yourself first and then following your heart, you know. So I'm really grateful for this hour, you know, and I've learned so much, and I wish you all the best for your journey. And you know, like something that you have like it's 3 of you. So you have like something special, because sometimes when you by yourself, your energy sometimes goes down. But when you are 3, you know, if you go down, the other one can say, let's go, let's
keep it hard, keep it hard. And
so keep doing whatever you can do, you know, and keep talking, you know, like your mission is powerful and comes from your heart. Even if the money doesn't come straight away, just do whatever you gotta do, you know, plant the seeds, you know, like, and you know, anytime you do anything, I can, you know, like there's a lady that I admire a lot. Her name is Dr. Arnett. You know, I don't know if you heard of her, but she teaches people how to start businesses in Africa. Yeah, you should check her out as well. So I'm going to share what you do with also my groups and people I know, and probably some of them, they're gonna sign up for your platform.
That would be great.
So thank you very much, guys, for today.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you a lot. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this interview with you. So
and send us your IG so we can send you an invite on Clubhouse.
Cool. Well, how do you do it? Just my email?
Or if you are, or if you give us your number, we can send you an invite, and then you can join Clubhouse. It's really interesting. There are a lot of Clubhouses going on about Pan-African and business and whatever you're related to. And we can also organize to create a room and talk to other Africans and just connect and network, because I think you get good value from it and you learn nice people. Yeah, there are nice people on it.
Cool. So, I'll send you my number on Facebook, and then you
and then we
send me the link. Cool, guys. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you too.
Have a nice
day.
You too.
Bye.
Take care, man.
Bye-bye.